Hi there, my name's Tamara, and I'd like to welcome you to the Pacoche Wildlife Refuge here in coastal Ecuador. The terrestrial part of the protected area is just over 5,000 hectares and is largely dominated by the native Wadua angustifolia kunf or Caña brava species. It is in forest fragments like here in Pacoche, where 66.5% of Ecuador's native bamboo resources are currently found. This biodiversity hotspot is rich with numerous endemic species, including the critically endangered white-fronted capuchin and the endangered mantled howler monkey. The human populations in these forests have a deep historical connection to Wadua bamboo as a building and artisanal material, a rich source of local ecological knowledge, specifically around harvesting practices. It is of great economic and cultural importance. In the coastal region of the country, the growth in shrimp aquaculture, cattle ranching, and also industrial agriculture since the 1990s has produced a region with one of the highest rates of deforestation in South America. Today, with 90% of all original forest coverage lost, the coastal landscape is like a patchwork of isolated forest fragments, which once consisted of continuous habitat for arboreal species like primates. I have been working here since 2018, and the data that I've collected as part of my PhD fieldwork indicates that resident howler monkeys have adapted their behavior to coming down from the trees and crossing the road between isolated patches. Doing so puts them at an increased risk of injury, predation threats, and also road mortality. Therefore, the bridges that we're designing will be placed along these crossing routes through GPS points that I've collected to ensure their success. This pilot study seeks to address the problem of forest fragmentation through a community-based habitat restoration approach, using 2 arboreal bridge prototypes and a natural bamboo canopy crossing to determine the most appropriate model for future bridge execution. Alongside smallholder farmers and youth from the Comuna of Pacoche, this project also collaborates with the Ministry of Environment, the National Electricity Corporation, ULIAM, or the University of Iloilo Faro in Manta, the Architects Guild of the City of Manta, and Versa Construction, who specializes in working with bamboo. Hosted at the Pacoche Ethnographic Museum, the first workshop included an introduction about coastal primate species, followed by an interactive lecture which focused on bamboo theory, including taxonomy, harvesting, and basic bamboo building techniques such as joinery and cuts. On the second day, we learned about bamboo processing using boric acid and boric salt to improve the longevity of the bamboo cross-sections. We worked together to dig a large pit and cut and perforate each piece to specifications before treatment. The third and fourth days, we began building the bridges by cutting holes in each of the cross sections, feeding the rope through the bamboo, and then making a series of knots, which we actually were inspired by local farmers and fishermen that they use in their own occupations, to tightly secure each piece. So, Sixty, can you explain to us a little bit about what we're doing today with the bridges?
Of course. As you know, we're building 2 bridges. They are all different in structure. So in this one, we have 2 lines that are going through the bamboo, these cross sections, and that rope is 3/4.
3/4, okay.
Then we have 9/16.
9/16, yeah.
That one is gonna do some crosses around the cross sections of the bridge.
Okay, like X's.
Like X's, yes. Okay. We're using these cross sections, and some of them have the inner node full, and the other ones, the inner node has been broken and it's hollow. So the hollow pieces, they go like every 2 full pieces, one that is hollow. And the one that is hollow has that nylon rope through them. What we don't want is for the bridge to split, okay? So we always want to keep it together, and we want to use the bamboo for the longest time possible.
Okay.
Hola, ¿qué tal? Mi nombre es Endangered, estudio en la Universidad Laica Loyola Faro de Manabí, en la Facultad en Ciencia de la Biotecnología, en la Ingeniería Agropecuaria. Estamos en un nuevo proyecto en la que son los puentes. Nos identificamos que hay ciertos lugares en los cuales los monos pasan por las carreteras. Ya ha habido casos de monos atropellados, entonces el proyecto de realizar estos puentes es que ellos puedan cruzar por medio de su puente de un lado a otro, evitando la carretera. Es el nuevo proyecto que estamos realizando y muy emocionado de estar aquí.
Due to logistical and bureaucratic challenges along the way, such as local and national politics, permits, the sourcing of materials, and also the need to purchase posts to attach the bridges in some cases, the timeline of this project has had to be extended. We're still in the process of constructing these bridges right now, and we hope that the installation will take place over the next month. Each model will then be monitored using remote cameras to determine the frequency of use by monkeys and whether or not these primates show a preference for a particular model. The Pacoche Wildlife Refuge is an ideal place for research projects interested in native bamboo ecosystems, and we can't wait to see what the future has in store. A big thank you goes out to our funders, and stay tuned for what's next.